Okay, guys, our plan today is to finish up cylinders, pyramids, and talk about cones for surface area. After today, you will have seen and learned all of the surface area formulas. So tomorrow we're going to review just the basic polyhedron surface area formulas. Friday is going to be a day where we practice some of the harder ones, kind of like yesterday, the complicated surface areas of where you have maybe a cone and then a cylinder attached to it, okay? So we'll do that Friday just to make you think more about the formulas. Monday is your surface area quiz. It will be a normal surface area quiz. If there's a bonus, it would be something complicated. Annalise? Okay, I just said that. No, that could be a bonus. The regular questions will just be what we've been doing in class, okay? Now you might have to find like the slant height, Annalise, or the height of something using Pythagorean's theorem, but that's as complicated as it will get. What I want you to be able to do is learn the surface area formulas and apply them to different polyhedron, okay? All right, so before we go over the warm-up here, who can remind us what is the formula that we used for surface area of a cylinder? Alyssa? Okay, but good, plus CH. So who can take it a step further for us? Mary? Which is what? Good. Good. So either 2 pi r or pi times diameter. Perfect. Good job. Okay. So good. That was the formula from the cylinders from yesterday. So Briar, what did you get from number 1? Very close. Very close. Justin? Good. I went too far here. Okay, so I have the work up here. The smartboard just being slow. 1,582.6 yards squared. Okay, we'll come back to questions on that in a second. So number 2, Emma H., what did you get? Good. 628 centimeters squared. Okay, Emma? That's fine. Remember I said about rounding yesterday? Yeah, I will not, I promise. If your rounding is either different, Emma, or just off a little bit, I will not mark it wrong. You can still double check, but I promise you I will not mark that wrong. Annalise? I can't remember. It was up there from last year. It was funny. I opened up my smartboard today, and yeah. Sometimes, just like I'll let you guys have to write the warm-up sometimes, last year they did that too. Yeah, so not me. Okay, any other questions on 1 or 2? No, so pretty easy. Okay, let's go over homework. Okay, and let's start with the cylinder one. I'm hoping you guys realize, I know the directions said find volume, but I wanted you to find surface area. The reason is there was another worksheet I wanted to do, which was find surface area, but I forgot to put it into the packet to get copied. And I didn't realize that until yesterday morning. So I know some of you guys read the directions and realized it said find volume, but I really wanted you to find surface area. So I apologize for not clarifying that yesterday. Okay. Okay, Adam, number 1. Good job. Mary, number 2. Good job. Jeremy, number 3. Good job. Donatus, do you have number 4? Yeah. Close. You're off a little bit. Alyssa? Yep. Good job. Number 5, Charles? Did you use the pi button? Okay, that's fine. I have 3,165.12 millimeters squared. It depends whether you use 3.14 or pi. Either way is fine. I will make sure I have both answers written down when I check your quiz Monday. Oh, so Donatus, I guess you were okay then. Donatus, do you always use the pi button? Okay, that's fine. Okay, number 6, Sean. Oh no, why? Okay. Oh, instead of 2 times pi r squared? Okay. All right, just making sure you're clear on that. All right, never mind then. Emma H, number 6. Awesome. Okay, while we're on this page, questions, clarification on the cylinder one, Annalise? Yes. Okay, anyone else on 1 through 6? Okay, so let's see how you guys did on the pyramids. Did you think these pyramids were harder? Okay, I'm just curious to see how you guys did, so let's see here. Justin, number 1. Good job. Okay, number 4. Adam, or no, use this one you didn't do. Okay, do you have 4 done on this one? No. Mary? Good. 312. I just have 312 inches squared. It depends how you round the slant height on this one. So if you had 312 point something, that's fine. Okay, and then what about 6? Annalise? Yes, and Annalise, I thought I had 2 done, but I don't, but I will do it later and give you the answer. I only have random numbers done for some reason. So 6 is 51 centimeters squared or 51 point something centimeters squared. For number 6, I put my slant height to be 9. So if you rounded your slant height slightly different than I did, you're going to have a little bit of a different answer. That's okay, as long as you are close. On the quiz Monday, there will be specific directions for rounding. Okay, Emma, we'll start with you. The slant height for, no, I'll write them up here. The slant height for number 1 is 87.1. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. It just depends on how you round. So you guys rounded it to 87. That's fine. I'll be specific on the test of how to round so we all get more like the same answer. Okay, go ahead. Number 4, I put the slant height for mine 15.5. That's way too much. Because think about if you're measuring something, if I tell you it's 15.5 inches, but you tell me it's 16 inches, that's a big difference, especially if you're building something. If it's a house, the roof is not going to fit where it should. So don't round that much. If it's something like a tenth, or a thousandth or a hundredth that you're rounding, that's different, but don't round up that much, okay? And that goes for everyone. Matt? Yeah. Okay, so for number 4, did you put your slant height as 15.5? You did? Okay, so let me kind of go backwards here. So when you get your surface area, did you have 64 plus 248? For the second one, you had 64 plus 32? Very weird. Okay, so the right-hand side of the formula, Matt, you should have 1/2 BL, or sorry, 1/2 PL. So you should have 1/2 8 times 4 times 15.5. Did you have that? Okay, I think you just got the wrong formula. It should be 1/2 times the perimeter times the slant height. So on number 4, the perimeter of the bottom, add up all the sides, which is 8 times 4. Okay, so you should have done 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 4 times. You did 64 plus 32. What is that, times 15.5? But where's the 1/2? That's what you forgot about. So the 8 times 4, the 32 times 15.5 needs to be either multiplied by 0.5 or divided by 2. So you just forgot about that 1/2. Okay? Yeah, I was just saying, I'm guessing you did that on 6 as well. For number 6, you should have 6 plus 45. I don't know how you got 10. That's really, I'm just trying to figure out how you got 10. Anyways, you should have done 2 times 2 plus 2 times 3, or 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 times 9, divide by 2. I think you forgot about the 1/2. Okay, what happened to the actual height? You forgot about the slant height. Okay. Okay, so you messed up the formula, I'm going to assume. Okay. Mary? Go ahead. Oh, yeah. But then you just left it like that for some reason. Thank you, Mary. Okay, yeah, watch the formula. 1/2 PL is the right-hand side of it. Alyssa. Number 1. Okay, let me work backwards with you too. So the last two numbers should be 4,096 plus 11,148. You don't have either of them? But not the second one. Okay, so for the second one, to get that, you should be doing 1/2 times the perimeter times the slant height. So the perimeter is 4 times 64, okay, times 1/2, and then the slant height is 87.1. Is that why you got the slant height wrong? Okay. So that will fix your answer. If you just had that slant height as being 87 or 87.1, you'll get that answer. You sure? Okay, anyone else on that? Jeremy, you with me? All right, we're good? Okay, let's go back to our notes. And I want to go back to where we were yesterday in 10.6a. All I did was that one example with you, so I would like to start with example 2. So back to 10.6a, which is page 23. I'd like to start with number 2. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to finish up the pyramids, and then we're going to talk about cones. Just those 2 figures for today. And then we are not going to talk about volume until next Tuesday. All right, so number 2, something is different about number 2. So go ahead and take a look at, I want you just to read number 2 to yourself and look at the figure. What is different about number 2? Briar? Okay, it's 3 base sides, correct. What else? MH? Yeah, good, it's a triangle at the bottom. What else is different? Mary? Good, it tells you the base. What does that mean, though? It gives you the big B. What does that big B represent? Sean? Yes, it represents the area of that base. So we already have that. Now, one other thing on this figure is we're going to assume that that third side is 12, okay, on that triangle. Okay, there are some times when they're going to give you the big B, so just plug it in. That's all you have to do. Matt, what is our formula for area of a pyramid, surface area of a pyramid? Good. Okay, so we're gonna assume typically you'll have tick marks, but since it's just in the notes, I want you guys to write down that that third side is 12. Now, again, the reason I want to do this problem with you is there are times when they're going to give you what that big B is, which is the area of your base. Just plug it in. So we know, because they told us, that B is 62.4 plus 1/2. Now, how do we find the perimeter of this base? What would we do here? Sean? Good. So what are we adding up? Good. Times L, which is the slant height. Adam, what's the slant height on this one? Good. Times 17. Okay, go ahead and calculate the right-hand side. I want you to write down what you get. Try this one if you want. We're going to do that one eventually. Good job. Are you guys still working on these in science class? Some of you. They don't teach you pyramids in science class? Okay. Okay. Prism. Okay, so it's just the basic ones. Mary? Go for it. Tell me what you got for the right-hand side. Good. So, Briar, the final answer is? Good job. Yards squared. Okay, so any questions on that one? Mary? Yeah, which is nice. Kind of is like the lazy way out, right? We don't have to really do much. Oh, big time. We like this one. Sean? Can anyone explain that from yesterday? Annalise? Good. So I can get a pyramid out if you need to see it, Sean, but the side of the pyramid is the slant height. From the point of the pyramid, Sean, straight down to the bottom, that's the height. Height, slant height. Does that help? Okay. Yeah, they typically will. Yep. And ask questions if you guys aren't sure of things like that. Okay, let's do two more of these. So the next one, find the surface area of the given figure. So what kind of pyramid is this? In other words, what is the shape of the base on this one? Justin? Good. It is a square. So the shape of the base on this one is a square, so it's a square pyramid, which makes it kind of easy for us. B plus 1/2 PL is our surface area formula. Okay. So B, we need to find the area of the base. So Jeremy, how do we find the area of the base on this one? Good. Good. So it's a square, so 47 times 47 plus Donatus. How do we find the perimeter of this base? Good. 4 times 47. What is the slant height, Mary, on this one? Good. So this is another one where this is pretty easy because we already have the slant height. Okay, go ahead and calculate each side if you haven't already. And when you get an answer, put your hand up. All right, you guys are very speedy at this. Emma M, what'd you get? Good. Any questions on how she got that? Oh, you guys are doing very well with this. Okay, let's do one more of these. This one's going to be kind of annoying, but that's okay. We're going to end on an annoying pyramid. So number 4. Hold on. Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm getting there. It is a square. Now, this is from the book. I'm just looking at this. They should have little tick marks there or some kind of representation so that you know whether it's a square or a rectangle. So they actually messed up there. But it is a square. Okay, it is a square. So you can write on that one square. Now, this one's a little tricky. Okay. How long is each side of the square? Briar, how long is each side of the square? Okay, how did you know that? Good. I'm going to put little tick marks there. So if you know half of it is 5.7, the whole thing is 11.4. Okay, so let's at least start our formula. Surface area is B plus 1/2 PL. Atom area of the base, how do we find it? Good, 11.4 squared or 11.4 times 11.4. Jeremy, how do we find perimeter? Good. 11.4 times 4 or add it up. Okay, and then we need to have the slant height. Do we know the slant height in this problem? Mary? No, what do we need to do? Good. So let's draw our triangle. So I'm going to pull out the triangle from the pyramid. Justin, what is the height? Good. The regular height is 8.6. Alyssa, what's the base of the triangle? This part, like the triangle that we drew. Good. 5.7 meters. So Annalise, using Pythagorean's theorem, what are we finding, a side or the hypotenuse? Good. We're finding C, which is the hypotenuse. So remember, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we have 8.6 squared plus 5.7 squared equals c squared. Go ahead and square those, add them. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you. And then square root both sides. Raise your hand once you get the hypotenuse, which is also our slant height. Let's round to the nearest tenth on this one, so we're all the same. Don't round to the nearest tenth until you get to the end. Okay, hold on. Raise your hand once you get slant height. I know some of you guys are just, a lot of you are just speedy. Don't round the slant height. Don't round the slant height until you take the square root. That's what I mean. Charles, what's the slant height? Good, 10.3 what? Good. Slant height is 10.3 meters. Did everyone get that? Okay, so then 10.3 goes in here. If you haven't already, calculate each side of the surface area formula. And then again, you guys are going to arm exercises today. Raise your hand once you get it. Donata, is she working still? Emma H, what'd you get? Good job. 364.8 meters squared. Questions? Sean. Okay. No, if you're designing something or making something, they keep that answer exact. So I will show you in chapter 9, especially when we get to square roots, how to keep answers exact. Because there's a way to do that. No. I'll explain in chapter 9. We're getting there. We're kind of going backwards after this chapter. Yeah. All right. So the closure here, even though we're not done with the lesson, I just want to ask you guys, can someone explain to me again in your own words what the difference between the height and this slant height is, just to make sure that we are all clear on that? Justin, what's the difference? Good. Slant height is how slanted the pyramid is, okay, the side of it. The height is from the point of the pyramid all the way down to the ground. All right, let's flip your notes over to 10.6b. We're going to talk about cones. Surface area of a cone. I am thinking we're just going to do 2 examples. This is very similar to pyramid, okay? So basically there are 2 different formulas that I gave you for surface area, and that takes care of 5 figures. So if you just remember those 2 formulas, you'll be fine. We're going to kind of condense those tomorrow. We're going to write out all the figures we talked about and then put the formula down for each one, which again, there's only 2 that I've taught you. All right. Anyone want to take a guess as to what the surface area formula for a cone is? It's very similar to a pyramid. Donatus? Good, but it's a circle base, so instead of perimeter. Very good. Okay, so B plus 1/2 CL. I want you to write that one down first. Area of the base plus 1/2 times the circumference times the slant height. So it's just like the pyramid, but the base is a circle. And if you want, you don't have to write this one if you don't want, but the shorter version of the formula is B plus pi RL. Where did this come from? Where did the pi R come from? Briar? No? Where'd the pi R come from? Emma, where's the pi r come from? What is the circumference formula? Nope. What's the circumference formula? 2 pi r. So what happened to the 2 and the 1/2? Yeah. Do you guys all see that? From here to here, only if you want to, 2 pi r is plugged in here. 2 times half is just 1. So this formula down here, it's only if you like it better. I always remember the first formula. I just think it's easier because it's just like pyramid. It's your call if you'd rather have it more specific. If not, keep it like the top one. Emma? Yeah, you can if you would like to go further. You could leave the base as pi r squared. And that's just kind of making it a little bit longer. But yeah, area of a circle is pi r squared if you'd like to change it even further. Annalise? You mean for the right-hand side of it? It just, because there's not 2 bases, okay, and because it's very similar to a pyramid, you have to have that 1/2 there. This is, again, one of those questions that you'll prove when you get to geometry, and there is a reason that it's there. But yeah, that's a very good question. Very good question. Anyone else have a question on that? Okay, so let's do an example here. I think I want to start with number 1. Yeah, let's start with the first one. Okay, so first one, okay, there's our cone. They give us the height as well as the radius. So B plus 1/2 CL. Okay, I'm going to keep writing on these. So let's start with the area of the base. Donatus, how do we find the area of the base on number 1? Say that again. Good. Pi times r squared, which is pi times 4 squared, plus 1/2 times the circumference. Adam, can you tell us how to find circumference on this one? Well, give me like I didn't get rid of the 1/2, so tell me the circumference formula. Oh, sorry, you used diameter. Okay. Okay, I'm going to keep it with radius. 2 times pi times r, but Adam, you can do that. I'm just keeping it specific, just like we took the formula down. So you guys can do 2 times pi times 4, or if you want to do what Adam did and do pi times diameter, or you can cancel the 2 and the 1/2. There are many varieties and versions of this, so please use the formula that's easiest to you and that you know that you won't make a mistake on. So now what? What about the L there? What's L? Mary? Good. Good. So we need to use this triangle that I just drew in blue. We have to find the slant height again. So go ahead and use Pythagorean's theorem. And I want you guys to find the slant height, which is the hypotenuse because it's right across from the right angle. Round, when you do get your slant height, round to the nearest tenth. Adam. If you do pi times diameter, you mean? You still have that 1/2 there. Yes. Okay. Annalise? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Did you guys all get 14.6? Okay. Briar, did you get that? Did you do square root of 212? Yeah, round to the nearest tenth. Okay, so 14.6 is our slant height. Go ahead and simplify the left and right side. I used 3.14 for pi. If you use the pi button, that's fine, but I used 3.14. You ahead of me. Where's your answer? Okay, you're pointing to the wrong thing. Good. Good. Oh, good. You have both. Good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay, Mary, what'd you get? Good job. If you leave it in terms of pi, that is more exact, but I'm going to keep it as we multiplied by 3.14 because that's how your book does it. Geometry in 2 years, you will keep a lot of things in terms of pi because you are keeping it more exact. Annalise? Round, well, I'm just rounding to the nearest tenth. Again, on the quiz, I'll make sure it's specific about how to round, or we'll just kind of make sure we all round the same way. Okay, any other questions on that? Okay, I want you guys to try number 3 on your own, and then that's the last one we're going to do. So on the next page, go ahead and try number 3, and then I'm going to give you guys time to start your homework. Number 3. What are you doing? I would have squared this because the area of a circle is pi r squared. You okay with that? Yeah, no. That you were given the radius. Yeah, you have to for area of a circle, pi r squared. Yep. Okay. I'll be right there, Justin. Awesome. Good job. Awesome. You guys are good at these. Oh, try that again. Did you find your slant height? What did you get for your slant height? Well, just tell me what you got for your slant height. That's not right. Maybe you did 12 instead of 6. Good. Good. You're still working. Should be 18,000. Yes, perfect. 18,055. Yep, perfect. You guys are so fast. Good. Was that a 388? That's not right. What'd you get? So this is the left-hand side. What did you get for the right-hand side? I know, but did you simplify it? Like if you, it's helpful if you multiply them out. You see how I do? And I leave it as 2 numbers down here. This is the part you messed up on. It should be pi 1/2 times 2 times pi times 6 times 10.
I did pi diameter.
Okay, instead of, okay, but don't forget the 1/2.
So
Yeah, it's because it's 1/2 CL. So if you do pi times diameter, you still have that 1/2 there. Okay? Okay, fix that one so you can make sure that you know what you're doing. Awesome. All right, guys, so for number 3, why did it move? Okay, you should have 301.4 centimeters squared. If you rounded differently, that's okay. Donatus? Say that a little louder. Did you use the pi button? That's fine. Okay, any questions, Mary? You mean number 4? Yeah, 628 feet squared. Good job. Okay, Jeremy, did you finish? Get it? Okay. All right, guys, Sean. Some of them are they're not multiplying the problem by pi. So that at the end, they're just adding together one side and the other side, but leaving pi there. In other words, don't multiply through by 3.14. You don't need to worry about that. That's a geometry thing. They just started doing it on their own somehow. Mary? Or you could do that. All right. Homework. I'm going to give you guys 2 different things so I can make sure you practice some harder ones. Ignore this. if I can move it. See ya. All right. First part is in your homework packet, page 155, numbers 1 to 6. Second one, sorry, is in your book. I know you guys don't like the book. Pages 547 and 548. We have some time to work here before we go. Numbers. Give me a second. Shh, quiet. 3 to 5. 14 to 16. 20 to 23. Actually, hold on. Forget about those. Okay, so just that. So if you need to quietly get a book, get a book. We have about 8 minutes to get started. If your online book has been giving you trouble, then take the book home with you, okay? Figured out what? Okay, give me one. I'll be right over. I just want to make, sorry. Okay. Yes. Sorry, guys. I also want you to do 21 in the book. I know I'm driving you crazy. Sorry. I think that's the last one. Okay. I'm done. Yes, add 21. Sorry. I want to make sure you're getting good practice for the quiz Monday. I promise you, when I pick homework problems for you, I choose them for a reason. I do. Uh-huh. I don't. I promise. Okay, hold on. Matt, I'm going to come help you first, and then Jeremy.